What's up, guys? So the goal of the Alpha M YouTube channel is pretty simple, to help you be amazing and feel incredible about yourself. But I'm tired, honestly. I'm tired of doing so many damn videos talking about do this, be this, you can accomplish anything, and you're not listening. I'm tired of looking on social media and seeing you guys making horrible decisions. Life is about choices. And if you choose to make any of the decisions that we're talking about in today's video, you've got nobody to blame for your unhappy life other than you. Today, I'm going to tell you how you can ruin your life. Guaranteed. First thing guaranteed to ruin your life is living somebody else's dream. And what I mean by this is too often we allow other people's opinions to dictate our direction as opposed to choosing it for ourselves. You know, it's nobody else's job or responsibility to tell you how you need to live, who you need to love, what you need to do that's going to make you happy. It's your job. It's your responsibility. The midlife crisis, right? You've heard of it. If you don't want to have it, don't listen to somebody else in terms of what you want and what you need to do. In my opinion, that's what happens. These guys finally are like, yo, this is crazy. I've been living literally my entire life for other people, my kids, my wife, my parents, and then one day they're like, screw it, I'm gonna go bang my secretary Janice, I'm gonna buy a Lambo. Oh my God, Brad was such a nice guy, I can't believe Brad was there. Yeah, really? Because Brad was living somebody else's dream and goal for him. Which brings me to the second thing guaranteed to ruin your life: marrying the wrong person. Think about this for a second. If you're in a relationship right now, only you can answer this, that's not really feeling right? You're in it because it's comfortable. You don't want to break up because you don't want to hurt poor Sally's feelings, because Sally is a sweet girl, but you're not happy. Do not get pressured into marriage. You need to choose that for yourself. Which brings me to the third thing that will potentially ruin your life: having a baby with somebody that you shouldn't be having a baby with. Now, I'm not saying that the kid isn't going to be awesome and like the next Einstein, but the truth is you've got to be very careful with who you have kids with, because literally you are tied to this person for life. The other caveat to this is if you've got plans and visions and dreams and then you have a baby and you're not ready, you're not wanting it, guess what? You've got to put those dreams, those plans on hold to take care of this responsibility, because it is your responsibility. Do not be that guy that's like, yo, you got pregnant, peace. No, not peace. Peace. But after she says she was on the pill, really? Once again, your responsibility. Do not believe the hype. Wrap that rascal. But Alpha, it's not fair. Really? What's not fair? Tell me about it. Tell me about fairness. Life's not fair, fool. And if you think that it is, congratulations. You're gonna have and live a very horrible life, because people that think that it's supposed to be fair are gonna wait for things to happen. They're gonna get all upset when things don't go their way. They're gonna look at other people and get jealous and be like, it's not fair that they have that, even though they work their ass off and you're sitting around waiting for success to knock on your door and deliver it like a pizza. But my mommy was mean to me. I had a bad childhood. Gentlemen, come on. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. We oftentimes are collateral damage in other people's lives. Everybody is just trying to figure it out. They're trying to do the best job they can. And the sooner you realize that the world does not revolve around you and deal with your shit, the sooner you're going to be on your way to being happy. Which brings me to the next thing that's going to ruin your life, and that is not getting over your issues. Gentlemen, this is something that I had to do in my 20s. Right? Because I was sick and tired of feeling the way that I was. I lost my ability to say no to people. I was miserable. I was mad at everybody. I was pissed off because I had 2 abusive stepfathers. And then guess what happened? I went to therapy. I decided that I was worth fixing and I deserve to be happy. Gentlemen, if you're ready to take control of your life, your future, and your happiness, I want you to hit that link down below and check out today's video sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is not a crisis line. It's professional therapy done online. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy service. With BetterHelp, you can tap into their network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists. They can help you on a wide variety of issues. And getting started is so easy, guys. That's one of the things I love so much about BetterHelp. There's a link down below this video. You go through there. Answer a few questions to basically see what you're looking for and what your needs are in terms of therapy. And that way, BetterHelp can match you with a therapist that's going to be best suited to help you with you. And then you can talk to your therapist any way that you feel comfortable, whether or not it's the phone, it's text, it's chat, or even a video call. And you can message your therapist anytime and schedule live sessions whenever it's convenient for you. And if your therapist isn't right for whatever reason, BetterHelp allows you to change therapists at no additional charge. The one thing you need to understand, when it comes to therapy, it's a lot like dating, right? Sometimes you may have to try a few different people to find that perfect person. With BetterHelp, you get the same level of professionalism and quality that you come to expect with in-office therapy, except with more scheduling flexibility, a therapist that was picked specifically for you, and at a more affordable price. Guys, if you're ready to get started and take control of your happiness and your future, if you go through our special link, I'll link to it down in the description, you're gonna get 10% off your first month of therapy. That's betterhelp.com/alpha-M. That's BETTERHELP.com/alpha-M to get 10% off your first month of therapy. The next thing guaranteed to ruin your life is hanging out with those same loser friends you've been hanging out with for years. But I get it, right? It's not easy. It's not easy to leave people behind because you feel guilty. You're like, yo, I can't leave them, right? I still want to hang out with them because they're a lot of fun, right? We go out, we look at girls, right? We drink, we get drunk, which brings me to the next thing that's going to ruin your life, and that is abusing drugs or alcohol. Period. Going out and having a few beers, no big deal. Unless you drink and drive, and then that's a big deal because that also will ruin your life if you end up hitting somebody and killing them. Honestly, just throwing it out there. If you're stupid enough to drink and then get behind the wheel, you deserve what you get. I'm just saying. It's never been easier to grab an Uber or get some other alternative ride. But let's get back to drinking. If you are going to choose to go out and get blackout drunk, do stupid shit, potentially hurt yourself or somebody else, it's nobody else's fault or responsibility other than yours. You got to own it and realize that if you keep doing it, it's going to catch up with you. Something else that'll catch up with you and ruin your life is your crappy diet and your lack of exercise. It offends me. Gentlemen, if you expect to be healthy and happy, you got to take care of the temple. You got one body. Your health is your number one most valuable asset. If you neglect it, if you treat it poorly, don't be mad when it starts to fall apart and break down and you get man boobies and love handles. Gentlemen, eat better, do better, work out every day. Disciplined. If you choose to be undisciplined in whatever, whether or not it's your work ethic, your workout ethic, or you're sticking to a diet or being faithful in a relationship, it's up to you, your choice, but don't get mad when everything blows up and falls apart around you. Next thing that in my opinion will ruin your life is chasing stuff or material possessions and thinking that that is a substitute for intrinsic happiness. And that's something that I learned, right? Most people learn it. They work and they're like, ooh, if I make this money, I can get this car, I can get this watch. But when you get it, guess what? It goes away and you're like, well, now I got to buy something else to get that feeling and it goes away. Look at all these successful people that are like super rich. What are they doing? They're worrying more about experiences. They're worrying more about their mental health. They're worrying more about their physical well-being. It's about happiness and how you identify it and how you find it. It's up to you. But stuff ain't gonna do it. Speaking of buying things, let's talk about the next thing that'll ruin your life, and that is bad credit. If you don't understand money and how it works and the importance of a credit score, you got to figure it out. If you're somebody that's buying a lot of stuff on credit cards and then not paying your bills, congratulations, you're going to get screwed by everybody who's going to sell you something. You're going to pay more, you're not going to pay it off, you're going to pay lots of interest, you're going to make other people rich. When you have a lot of debt and a poor credit score, you're in a position of weakness. It's about building it up, learning about money, setting a budget, living below your means, and putting off what you want and buying things that you need. All right, delayed gratification, learn it, get used to it, do it. But Alpha, I don't make enough money to pay my basic bills even. Well, then get a second job, start a side hustle, start a business. It's never been easier with the internet to start a business and make money. Literally, it's never been easier. But I know some of you are like, I don't want to try, I don't want to fail. What if I fail? What if you don't fail? That's my question. Failure is part of the equation. It's a beautiful thing. Now, it sucks and it hurts and it's embarrassing, but you have to do it. You've got to go through it in order to try something else. It's about taking a chance and a risk and it not working out. That builds toughness, it builds mental strength, and it builds character. And if you don't have any of those three things, zero chance you are going to have a successful life. And the last thing I just want to talk about real quick, because it's something I struggled with, is the ability to say no. If you're a people pleaser, if you do for other people at the detriment to you and your person, unfortunately, this will ruin your life. Saying no, it's not easy, but it's critical you master it. Learning to say no is one of the hardest things that I ever had to do because I was a people pleaser, right? I wanted people to like me. I didn't want to make anybody mad. But when I finally stepped up, went to therapy and learned to say no, that's when everything in my life got better because I finally started taking care of me and respecting myself. Gentlemen, if you don't respect yourself, there's no way anybody else will.